Good afternoon, and welcome to another Friday Spiritual Lecture. And I have to say, I am so thrilled to be back. I have missed you. The problem was that my business account on Facebook was hacked for a month, but I'm back. You can't keep me off. So it's really good to be back. And this week, as before, we have been exploring a topic, and the topic that we have been working with has been I follow the voice of wisdom and love. It doesn't necessarily mean our own wisdom. It can be universal wisdom. It can be the wisdom that the universe sends through somebody else for us. It can be the love that the universe sends through someone else for us. So love and wisdom can actually come from anywhere. But it sort of begs the question of, how do we know when something is wisdom? How do we know that this is the voice that is coming up in us that we need to follow, that we need to listen to? Because there are so many voices out there. There are so many distractions. There are so many people yelling at us, different opinions, different ideas, and we can be swayed and coerced into taking something that goes against our own truth. So how do we listen? How do we know what is for us, really for us? And what it comes down to is it's the feeling that something is right. It supports us. Wisdom is not cruel. Wisdom isn't something that comes along to bash us and make us feel small nor scared. Wisdom, real wisdom, universal wisdom, offers us solutions. It advises us to take the best path, the path that is highest for us, the path that actually solves problems rather than shuts them down, hides them away, or creates new problems. And so often people think that wisdom means being involved in everybody else's lives. You know, that the wisest thing to do is actually to go and sort that problem for someone else. It isn't. Actually, the wisest thing to do is always to come back to yourself, to sort your problems out, to sort your issues. And then by becoming a beacon of light, by becoming, by having your life sorted, you then become an inspiration to other people. But it's not wise to try and heal and help everybody else's issues without being asked. So wisdom creates space. It gives us an opportunity to come back to ourselves, to see what it is that we need, to see what, to offer us the solution. And if the solution happens to help someone else, that's fantastic. But wisdom speaks to us in a voice that is quiet, that is supportive and loving. It doesn't shout at us, it doesn't yell, it doesn't try and terrify us into taking an action that isn't good for, that's good for us. That's not how wisdom works. Wisdom is offered in such a beautiful way. And if you are listening to your own wisdom, you will find that it comes up in the most unexpected places. It just rises up and says, hello, this is me. Why don't you try this instead? And real wisdom, it feels loving, it feels supportive. It will build you up, not knock you down. And yes, at times I'm reminded that it takes trust, because, when we are, given the message that says, don't worry, everything's going to be all right, it's going to work out, still we don't believe it. We don't trust in that wise voice. We panic, we worry, we think, no, it couldn't possibly be that simple. This is a disaster. How on earth could everything work out, well after this happening? But wisdom will keep saying it. Wisdom will keep supporting us. And all we have to do is trust in that. when it rises in your heart and somehow it feels right, even though you have no idea how it's going to work out, but it feels right. We have to then trust it. You know, we live in a world where if the solution isn't worked out in X number of steps and we can see every step being taken, and then we're chasing people and saying, you haven't sorted this out for me yet. You said it would happen. That's the world we're used to living in. But when we begin to let go, to hear that wise voice, then we can relax and we can say, well, I know it's going to happen because wisdom has told me it's going to happen. You know, and likewise, when we're dealing with other people, we want to listen to the voice of wisdom. If we simply want to interfere in their lives, that's not wise. Wisdom sometimes will say to us, you need to step back. You need to give the other person space. But the heart, you know, the ego, the egoic heart will say, no, I must get involved. I have to be, you know, doing something for them. But sometimes doing is not the wisest route. Coming back and just being there for them, being there for ourselves. This is wisdom. And sometimes this is love. Love, again, says you must heal them, you must help them, you must pick them up. But love sometimes is allowing someone to fall, allowing someone to find their own way to get up, just as people will do with us. And all we have to do is just stop, not panic. Just in that pause, listen. What does that small voice say? Yes, the egoic heart will be shouting at you and saying, you've got to do something, you have to act now, this is chaos, this is disaster. But stop. Come back to your power. When you start listening to your own voice, the voice of wisdom and love, universal wisdom and love, when you come back, then you can take a path that actually gives you power. Real power. Oh, Rosemary, that's a wonderful message. Good. I am so glad that you are there for yourself. We need to be there for ourselves. We have lived lives for other people so much. And now it's really time to say, well, actually, this is my journey, my life, my choices. Above all else, my choices. And I'm going to choose based on love for myself and make the wisest choices that I can within my life. And I'm going to trust in them and know that I'm not daft. And people might say, oh, you're daft for following that route. But something inside of you has said, no, that's the route I need to take. That's the route I want to take. It feels right. Listen to yourself, not to all that noise out there that shouts so loudly and connects to your ego and makes you think you must be more, do more, achieve more. Come back to the quiet wisdom. Spend time with yourself and love who you are. Now, the energy's changed. I've got all these light beings going, can we do some light language now? Yeah. So I want you to sit back and just relax. And I know they're going to talk about trust. They're going to talk about coming back to our heart center and encourage us to do that and send us energy to do that and to turn our hearing inwards so that we can hear this. Okay, so relax back and let's see what they bring. Mitsura shura si oranda korsi marata kisha. Chonarum boyet kura. Na jijisha rumboshwar santa kisayent yanararor parashe. Chuniarum huita kamara wonchka nananarsi. Janazenia oran disnenia mari de crocus messia tarasin sura se marishka. Shinjana nashira suranda sia duran che da prendo cruce. Musinja ora, tunanada dio ranjosia. Musmura hituran de crorada da tisharan zuara marato schietzitia simorata da nariti. Tio jat katuran chkamara sema iskwa sheya yadnati. Tana dotan narora. Ti weka ajushkasa. Ta yaran situ tanamari sutu tamarete tutare shkushua. They say we've forgotten that we are beautifully connected to the universe. Maar jumara shikan diotashan nasandante tichwara. Jumara jush kisha sindiata datseya. And the Borando Gurish Kathe Parisusia Waratasi. Kamoakio Dokaya Roshasi. When we believe that we are sinful, that we have committed crime just by being alive, then we are unable to connect to the beautiful guidance, wisdom and love of the universe. Mushka borash kasitit krikai waritu narawaroishka. Tanararis yakumbushkarosha samaratasi. Chuniwa yiteta rombara. Shanos sunaya tora shamba. Kwaraki warishkasa. Tanayara shushkuara jimarase. Tunatuku kamar titiya. Kamuradi tunakorishka so. Marienda tatsi. Marandu tu parashkwasi. Chanarika eorda moradara rabatesi kawaya. Tamarush kukawaran bizikana maradatuarasi. Charita tashkamora. Gamawahi korski wadonar baranibaratashisikushka. Sigaya taramara. They are very determined to say that we think we need religion in order to feel forgiven in this world. It is all here within us. Just forgive yourself for thinking that you were ever bad, ever sinful, ever evil. And begin to recognize that this light inside of you is all that you need. It carries all the love and the wisdom that you need. Murmuran har sigaro to broshan korsa. Koran bate na miaroa etikia. Varsu sikiwara etata yar tosha. Tamarosia. Koranska ayetaro. Na mituasha. They say that one day we will truly know our divine connection to Source. One day all peoples will really know this. And they will feel this inside themselves and no longer feel like their own voice is wrong. This is where we're going. Burashkesma, dananatiara, kwarasa. Borji kurara, danashnesa, charide desi, chamorashe, mawarante, kyayudesandyatarasike. They say this is what ascension is. People ask, are we going to rise up? Are we going to leave other people behind? No. This is simply about awakening the light in every single person and allowing them to truly know who they are. Arisk morato, tuera shinkaya. Chanara ziso, dea orambua, carera si. Mustiaura dari are marotuara, cariskia, tutuaramba, chaniara, uikoase, chaniara se. And you are so here at this time because you are longing to step into your light, because you are ready to be the light that you sense that you are. You cannot hide it anymore. You know the truth of who you are. Mayu kawaran para kuraran the karakio, kawaran the karasikisko. Tamurasha sanya darakaisi, guarata diaranta. Tonara uhaitya tatsia. Murajikam morata kaisa. Kaya the kura ke. Marwamara udaran nukushe. Musiwara tatsi. This is the most important message that we can take on right now. Truly, nothing else matters at the moment but knowing who we are. Bashabarandora kisqueataka. Tayatisia. Narisi. Mutuara isha. Mari. Kuraskanataki. Ahisia. Mariska. Nananarisi. Mura warotatanarsi. So time to forgive yourself. Time to forgive yourself for any supposed wrongs and allow your heart and your wisdom to once again rule your life, and not fear, nor greed, nor the shoulds of other people that have been imposed upon you. You are a free, sovereign being. Embrace it. Oh, well, thank you. That was passionate and powerful and so true. This is who we are. This is our strength. This is our light, and it's our time to be who we are. Amazing, amazing. Thank you. Thank you for being here, for your love, for your support, for your comments, and I'll be back. I can't not be back with this energy around. And post-equinox things are getting interesting. But I will be here with you again. And in the meantime, if you don't want to miss these videos, follow my page, like my page, sign up on YouTube, follow me on TikTok, all the places that I post this. And I look forward so much to being here again. I truly so missed this. And I send you loads and loads of light blessings. Mwah. Bye-bye.